this is training for some of our people who are going to be going ahead and making some cold calls. Here's the new approach that we've been doing that's worked really, really well. Okay, how to cold call. Hopefully you guys can see me. Step one is what it used to be, and what a lot of people end up doing, like what we used to do, is try and pitch them and close them on the first call. So we call them up, say blah, 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 and try and close them. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. Here's a really good way of making sure they close. It's a two-step process. So the first step, we're going to go ahead and we're going to call them. So step one is call. Now when you call, the whole objective, we'll put objective maybe over here. Objective is to schedule appointment. Right? So it's a two-step thing. Instead of closing them, which would be the objective in the past, now the objective of this initial call is to close them on an appointment to speak with you further. So when we call, we're going to go and say, hey, is this so-and-so? Is this Bob? Okay, Bob, hey, my name is Carlos. So my name is bang. And here's what's really important. Did I catch you at a bad time? Right? So when you ask this, did I catch you at a bad time? What we're doing is we're trying to move from a call that's more of an interruption to scheduling something that isn't an interruption. It's a meeting. So when I say, did I catch you at a bad time? You're going to yield 2 to 3 responses. That's going to be either yes, and they're going to say goodbye, or just click on you, right? 2, you're going to get no, this is a perfect time. Rarely will that happen. But the most common thing that you'll get is yes, but. Now that means is, yeah, you kind of caught me at a bad time, but what's this about, right? So once you get through here, now step 2 is going to go ahead and say, oh, okay, cool. Do you guys have a website? Do you have a website? Because right now, they don't know if we're cold calling them to pitch them something, or if we're cold calling them, or if we're calling them to, get their services, whatever it may be. So, did I catch you at a bad time? Yeah, you did, but what's this about? Oh, okay, cool. Do you guys have a website? They're going to say yes or no. We're going to go ahead and assume they say no just for this call, because many of them don't. A lot of the people that we cold call had just opened up their business within the first week to 2 weeks max. So many times they do not have a website. So do you have a website? Question mark. They say no. Now, what we're going to do in step 3 is we're going to go and say, oh, okay, awesome. The reason, now here's what we're going to do. We're going to state the reason for this call. Okay, reason for this call is I just want to go ahead and get 10 minutes on the phone with you tomorrow at a better time to show you how you can get a free website. Does that sound like something that would interest you? Now, at this point when they say, yeah, that interests me, because many times the reason for this call is what they're after. Like, why the fuck is this person calling me? Now you're going to be straight up, very cool, and you're going to tell them, the reason for the call is I want to get 10 minutes on the phone with you tomorrow at a better time so I can go over how to get you a free website, maybe get you to the top of Google. Does that sound like something that would interest you? That is a reconfirmation that they're listening and stuff like that. So they're going to go ahead and say, yes, that sounds awesome. Thank you. And then what you're going to do after you state the reason for the call, and they say, yes, that sounds good, instead of automatically closing and saying, okay, does 2 p.m. sound good or whatnot, you want to make this stick in their mind a little bit more. So let's say I'm calling a salon business for the purpose of this call. You can call a bunch of different businesses and this will be customized. But so after you do the reason for the call, you say, oh, okay, awesome. Have you heard of our company, moneymindmarketing.com? Have you heard? This is a little preliminary step. A lot of people will skip this over, and I'll show you why it's not a good idea to skip it over. Have you heard of, blank, whatever the .com website or whatever your company is? They're going to say, no, we haven't heard of you. You say, oh, no way. Okay, cool. Well, what we do, and here's where you're going to make it kind of customized to them. So if you're calling a salon business, you're going to say something along the lines of, okay, awesome. Well, really quick, what we do is we help salon businesses just like yours. You know, we'll put that here. Just like yours. Get more business, get a website, and get them dominating in their marketplace really quickly. Does that sound like something that would help you out? And you're going to say, yes, it will. Okay, so now what's really important, the takeaway on this, obviously they haven't heard of the company because you're cold calling them and most likely they haven't heard of us. So you're going ahead and making it sound as if we help all these salons. We're specialists in this niche. Oh, you haven't heard of us? Oh, well, we help salon companies just like yours, or we help landscaping companies just like yours get a website, get more business, and really kick butt in their marketplace. Does that sound like something that would interest you? They're going to say, yeah. Okay, cool. So after you go and you state the reason for the call, you customize this just for their industry, you're going to go ahead and now schedule. Okay, cool. So when you schedule it, you're going to go and say, okay, cool. So does 2 p.m. tomorrow sound like a good time for me to give you a call? Yes, and whatever that would be. If that doesn't work, okay, does the morning better, 10 a.m., whatever. Schedule the call. So you schedule the call here. Now here's some 2 steps that are really important after this. You basically already closed them on a meeting. Now what you want to do is get some info. So step 6 is I want to send you a quick text message to kind of give you a recap of this call. What's the best number to send that to? What is a very important word. So what's best number for text? I want to send you a recap of this call and some really cool stuff. What's the best number for this call? When you say what, it's automatically assuming that they're going to give it to you. If you say stuff like, so do you have a phone number with text messaging, or do you mind if I text message you? You're asking for permission, and you're likely going to get a, nah, I don't. Just go ahead and call me tomorrow. But when you automatically assume the same, when you say, okay, well, what's the best number for this text message? They'll give it to you. Now, after you do that, you say, sweet, awesome, whatever it is. What's the best email address so I can send you samples of our stuff so you can take a look at it before the call at 2 p.m. tomorrow? Boom. What, again? Best email. Right? So what's the best email? They give you the email and you just go ahead and close it. Say, okay, sweet. So I'll send you that stuff over within the next 5 minutes. So make sure you check your inbox and you check your text messages. And I'll go ahead and give you a call at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Sound fair? Sounds fair. Sweet. I'll talk to you later, whoever your name is. And that's it, guys. So that's how you really want to go ahead and cold call. This is one of the most effective ways that we found from our own testing. We've called hundreds and hundreds of people just using this model, and we've called thousands in the past using the straight pitching method. And we are getting, out of 100 people, we've got 40 scheduled appointments. That's a 40%. That's not made up. That's legit. We have 40 scheduled appointments. Now, will all 40 turn into closes? Absolutely not. But if I can get 10 to 20 of those, that's a shit ton of money. And that's even more bang for my buck because I'm capitalizing on that 80 numbers or 100 numbers that I originally called, where before you were just pitching them straight and losing out on a lot of people. You had no backup method. Here, we're turning something in from an interruption. We'll put this in another color. You're turning the purpose of the call is now no longer an interruption. Interruption. That sounds so terrible. Okay. That's not what you're doing. Before, when you call them and pitch them, you're interrupting them during their day, and it's an interruption, and they're more likely to say no. What you're doing is being super awesome, super cool, and you're scheduling a meeting or a phone call or whatever it is. But this is what you're doing now. So you go from, hey, did I catch you at a bad time? Yes, you most likely did, but what's this about? Oh, okay, awesome. Do you have a website? No, I don't have a website. Oh, okay, cool. Well, the reason for the call today is I'm actually just looking to talk to you for about 10 minutes tomorrow at a better time, so I can show you how we can actually get you a free website to your business. Does that sound like something that would help you out? Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, sweet. Have you heard of MoneyMindMarketing.com by any chance? No? Oh, no way? Really? Okay, well, what we do is we help whatever the niche is, let's say salons in this case, Oh, well, what we do is we help salon businesses just like yours that have just opened up get a website, get more business to their website, but actually start increasing the amount of traffic and revenue they get to their salon. So does that sound like something that would help you out? Yes. Okay, sweet. So what time tomorrow, in morning or afternoon, is better for me to talk to you? Afternoon? Okay, sweet. Does 2 p.m. work for you? Awesome. Okay, great. Now, what's the best number? Because I want to send you a text message. Because what I want to do is I want to go ahead and send you a quick recap of what we've talked about and what you're going to be talking about in the meeting tomorrow. So what's the best number to send that to? I'm already assuming it, right? Boom, they send that. Okay, great. And what's the best email to send you some of our samples of our work and some other cool stuff? Bang. Awesome. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Bob, at 2 p.m. Take care. And that's it, guys. And that's the way you're going to do it. This is what we call a two-step closing. Because you're no longer doing it in one shot where you're like shotgunning this sucker and you're going to say you're either buying or you're not. You're going to go ahead, set up an appointment, make them a little bit more qualified where they're actively wanting to learn from you, and you're going to follow up with text message, email, and you've got all the contact information now to really close the sale. So check it out, guys. Try it yourself. Get a bunch of numbers and kick fucking ass. Later.